Fun over there. The 4th of July celebrations began bright and early in East Longmeadow with their parade kicking off at 10 a.m. But it's not all fun and games, as there was a cause behind the celebration as well. Western Mass News reporter Madison Lisowski joins us live in studio with the details. Madison.
Yeah, Matt, residents from across Western Mass gathered in East Longmeadow this morning on this 4th of July, not only in observation of the holiday, but also to raise money for Shriners Hospitals. What does the 4th of July mean to you?
It's patriotic, celebrating with family, friends, and community.
Literally the land of the free.
For East Longmeadow residents like Katie Carlskin-Scruggs, it means tradition.
It brings our community together so wholeheartedly. Everybody is supporting each other.
The Independence Day Parade is one of the town's biggest events of the year. Driving by the same houses year after year, something that Carlskin-Scruggs has been watching from her yard since 2006.
We're very, very, very fortunate to live in East Longmeadow, especially this time of year.
And those marching in the parade embodying those same values. 20 years ago, Eleanor Green began marching with the Daughters of the Nile, something that she plans on doing for years to come.
We've been in every year for a long time.
Green marching both for Shriners Hospitals and for the red, white, and blue.
It just means what a great country we live in.
Now the parade represents more than just a fun day in the sun. It's raising money for Shriners Hospital, benefiting health care for kids across the state. Now for a link to donate to that organization, you can head to our website at westernmassnews.com. For now, reporting live in studio, Madison Lisowski, Western Mass News.
Madison, thank